talking about Venus in Cardinal Water, aka Venus in Cancer. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. If you enjoy the content, remember to support the channel, leave a like, ask for a reading, comment. All of that is a good way to support the channel. It all starts by you watching as well, because if you a spirit in a body, this live stream will have content for you, right? So let's get started. We're gonna talk about Venus in Cardinal Water. We're gonna talk about how is Venus aligning with all the other guys and girls right now. And we're gonna do a daily reading, tarot and astrologically speaking. So I hope you guys are ready for some esoteric cloud travels so you can reach wider and wiser realms of reality, so you can have wider and wiser perspectives about yourself and your own circumstances. Remember to go down in the description down below to check my link tree, to check Daria's link tree, and to support us. I was about to say to support us more, but it's basically you can get different things from supporting us. If you support us on Patreon, you get more personal content. If you support us via a reading, you get more personal content. If you support us through donation or something, that's what you get, that energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. But if you want to change the world and you don't have a YouTube, you don't showing anything, you're not showing content, that's okay. But if you want to to change the world or see a different world, you have to support people that you think are changing the world. And I'm not saying you must support me, but if you're on this channel and you watch and you don't support, you're not supporting the world changing. You are not having a role in that as well. All right? Because you might think about it, you might feel about it, but you're not doing it, right? So, and just to clarify, you don't need to support me specifically, right? Just anybody that you think is changing the world, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta play your role as well. You gotta play your role as well, right? So, first and foremost, that's still wrong, Beth.
Oh, it's business.
Yeah, não carregaste next. Esse é o antigo ainda. That is here taking care of the technical support today. Okay, I can see everything that I need to see. All right. So today we have a different setup. We'll not be able to show you the cards on the screen, but I think you can see them pretty well over here, right? I think it's pretty cool. Oh, card on top of the deck, Judgment, Change, Transformation. Because transformation is a deep group of changes or a single event that changes your life so much, you cannot say anymore that you have the same life. Your life transformed. You have a different life right now, right, guys? Let me just clean the camera over here. I forgot to clean it. My bad. Let's go. Oh, I think we go like this. All right, let's take one tarot card for today's energy. Sun is in Taurus, Moon is in Aquarius, and it's a Venus day in Cardinal Water, 5 degrees already. Bro, sometimes I forget how fast Venus moves. Venus moves really fast. All right, guys, so your values, the things that you relate to and how you relate can change up pretty fast. Or if you have more fixed energies, you might think and feel and actually experience that others or how others value change too fast. Actually, I experienced that myself because I have Taurus Moon, Aquarius Stellium in the 5th house, right? A lot of fixed energies. I have this core set of values and this way to express and go about them. And most people around me, they wouldn't be so into the things that they were valuing or how they were valuing. So I would feel kind of strange because there was always switching up. And you can do that. Remember, Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Okay, you can create new ways to express it, but the purpose, the meaning, the reasoning behind it should be fixed. All right? So, with that said, Sun in Taurus, we are paying more attention, acting and expressing about or into fixed ways of having stability, structure, and privacy in your life. And for the Sun in Taurus today, we have reversed Four of Wands. All right, can you see this clear? I don't know if you guys can see this clearly. It's the Four of Wands. So that means that everybody in general, when it comes to paying attention to fixed stability or fixed structure, they're trying to make sense and be more intellectual about their creativity, individuality, and spirituality in general. By this being in reverse, maybe you are doing it too much, trying to make too much sense, and then you kill the dream and the imagination, or you or somebody else that is paying attention to you, for an example, or paying attention to things that you value, they are misvaluing, misjudging, or misunderstanding your or their own intellectual process behind the creativity and individuality of the situation. Then, Moon in Aquarius, that means that we are reacting and responding in a fixed, detached, intelligent, smart, and more powerful way. Because most astrologers will tell you, oh, Moon in Aquarius is so bad. No, Moon in Aquarius is good. Because in many, even like historical sources, the moon is many times associated with monsters, moonsters, right? Because it's the nature of it. Many feelings, many emotions, a bit of chaos, which the shadow government is afraid of, pussy ass, them. And by you having the moon in Aquarius, you might not be so relatable with your emotions, but you can see yourself out of those emotions. You can have more clarity. You can help others feel lighter and more structured. So most astrologers will tell you, oh, Moon in Aquarius is bad because you are dry. But we were already born into chaos. I mean, this world is not chaos, but how humans chose to live here led into chaos, right? Because everybody's not everybody, but most people is kind of emotionally confused, emotionally lost. Some people, they can't even deal with their own mind, and an Aquarius moon can deal with their own mind, and they can help others feel. They might not even say anything, just their presence, that's the moon, make things feel more clear, with more space and more structure. So many astrologers will tell you, oh, Moon in Aquarius is bad. They don't know what you're talking about, because it's like a little of balance, right? Moon in Aquarius allows you to process, see, and be more intelligent about your own emotions and the vibe in general, so you can be very emotional intellectual, very emotionally smart, while they might say, oh, Moon in Cancer is the best one. No, you might be too lost in your feelings. It's too easy for you to create moods, to create problems, to create monsters. Too easy. And sometimes you need an Aquarius moon, Sun, rising Mercury, Uranus, or Saturn to come home and kill those monsters. And you might feel bad, but they're doing you a favor. You better believe it, because too many monsters, too many waters, you're gonna drown, you're gonna be killed, just like classic hardcore. Catch me live on Twitch. Let's go. Let's go. A card for Moon in Aquarius. And there is a saying in the spiritual community, not even like I've heard some people say, and I agree, that being the wisest spirit is hard, because if you care about somebody, you have to call them out and kill their monsters, take them out of the water when they're real comfortable. They might see you as the enemy, they might see you as the monster, right? And you are actually helping them. So Aquarius moon, sometimes Taurus moon that don't have too much water or fire elements in their chart, they always also work like that. Any air moon that is not Gemini, because Geminis, they be lost somewhere else, they can work like that. You are lost in a feeling, in a mood that is not even real, and then they take you out of it, but because you were comfortable, you were emotionally attached to something, now they're the enemy. Now they're the boss you need to kill. No, they're actually helping you. They're actually making you, or opening the door so you can cross to a better place, right? So most people will judge and feel uncomfortable around emotional, intellectual people, because those don't get lost into feelings. And the emotional people that are lost into feelings will feel uncomfortable around people that are more mature about their feelings, okay? And let me be clear once again. I've been saying this, Aquarius in the 5th house, some consistent in my speech. It's not because you have a job, It's not because you have kids. It's not because you went to 15 years, 50 years to school. It's not because you have been working for 40 years that you are mature. That does not mean you have grown up. That does not mean you know about life. Because in most cases, a 3 years old that is not indoctrinated yet knows more about life than you. Not logically, you have to remember logic is one part of your mind. You got 7 main minds, and logic is a part of one of them. So if you try to look at the world only through logic, you hella lost. Super lost. Because you are missing out in many things that you can see, that you can touch, you can't measure. Sometimes you can't even share your thoughts in the most sufficient way with others, right? So when I say that a 3 years old knows more about life than you, it's not about money, it's not about insurance, it's not about getting a house, it's not about getting a degree, it's about doing what's best and being their goddamn selves. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Moon in Aquarius, reflecting my stellium, can't stop talking, gotta get moving, right? Let's pull a card for Moon in Aquarius, squaring the Sun in Taurus, learning how to feel more comfortable and how to feel more ready to speak, communicate, and do things that cater to your fixed sense of security, stability, and structure in your life. Also, learning how to be more unique about how you express and act about your desires and places of comfort and privacy. So, card for the moon in Aquarius, we got reverse Ace of Wands. That means that everybody has access through their emotions and feelings, have access to a very unique feeling, very unique vision, very unique expression, or unique vision, imagination, or creative attribute, but you or your relationships or your surroundings are misunderstanding, misvaluing, or misusing this very unique vision, because we are learning, Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Taurus, we are learning how to go about that. Alright? And lastly, but not least, Venus in Cardinal Water, Venus in Cancer. What does that mean? That we are creating new ways, new, creative, fresh ways, new, emotional, spiritual, connective, attaching, meaningful, and purposeful ways to relate, to value, to compromise, and to get attached in general. So, most astrologers know Venus in Cancer, but in general, if you know what you're doing, and especially if you know how to select, aka use Capricorn, the opposition of Cancer, if you know how to establish limits and boundaries, Venus in Cancer will be very good to you, because you will bring a fresh feeling to your relationships. You'll bring a new purpose or a repurpose to your relationships. You can bring a deeper purpose to your interactions. Many people say, oh, Venus in Cancer is bad because you are closed off. Bitch, you're not supposed to be hanging out with everybody. Oh, Venus in Cancer is bad because they too emotional. Bro, last time I checked, relationship is supposed to be deep. Last time I checked, relationship is supposed to be meaningful. I know y'all humans don't do that way, but that's how it's supposed to be. Venus rules what? Libra? Oh, so relatable. Yeah, but then fucking Taurus, going deep in that shit. For real. Alright? You're not playing around. It's not to feel good. I mean, as well, but not just. It's not to look good to your mama. It's not to feel safe. It's to build something. Because you know something that many people don't talk about. I've heard one person talking about this, alright? That is, we were supposed to be building nations, bro. Instead, people building affairs, killing other people because they fucking another bitch. You have some people chasing other people because they smoking some weed. You have these people chasing other people because they have no money to cut an apple from the supermarket. You have these people judging other people because they wear a certain type of clothing. We were supposed to be building nations, not building those problems, those illusions. So, and it starts with relationships. It starts with friendships. Because me growing up, how others got into relationships was they make out first, they fuck first, then relationship. It doesn't work like that. It's the other way around. Because they be connecting physically first, then they connect through pleasure, and they never connect mentally. You have to connect spiritually first, then mentally, then emotionally, then you be fucking and kissing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, most people do it the other way around. They go out, party, get drunk, get hook up with each other, relationship. Are you crazy? It doesn't work like that, bro. What the fuck? It doesn't work like that. It does not, bro. And that's one of the main reasons why you have GMO females. Because a guy can do that. He doesn't carry so much. He doesn't care so much. But females, you have no choice. You always be caring, holding in more than men. So if you are engaging in that, you hook up first, then relationship, you'll be carrying a lot of nonsensical connections within you. And then that will go for the next relationship and the next and the next. Until you wake the fuck up and be like, bro, no. Relationships is to build something meaningful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Now, Venus in Cardinal Water, Venus in Cancer. Let's see what tarot card we have for it. Oh shit, that was quick. Eight of Cups. So if you're on the wrong side of the road, this day, when it comes to your relationships and the things that you enjoy, will feel like you are stuck on a place and you want to go to the other place where the pleasure is or where the connection is and you feel you can't go. If you are on the right side of the road, you're gonna feel like you have experience. You're gonna feel like, bro, I was going so deep that this feels easy right now. Or you're gonna feel supported or consistent in your relationships and how you relate in general. All right? Boom, that's it. And if you want to achieve all possibilities faster or without using so much energy, so much fuel, because you have to reach all possibilities. But if you use all of your fuel before you reach all possibilities, then you can do anything. You can collect all those gems. You can't go to all those islands with mermaids and whatnot. And then how about coming back? You need fuel to land safely. So you just face palm again on reality, you know what I'm saying? So let's go. Dragon Oracle card. What do dragons mean? Dragons are the representation of the strongest vehicle or the strongest or most sufficient body in a specific realm. And if that's the strongest or more sufficient body, that means that the spirit or the group of spirits that created it were also the smartest or most sufficient spirits in that specific place. Because then you can go to another realm and a spirit that was really good at swimming now needs to fly. Shit, doesn't work, needs to learn again. You know what I'm saying? Estou a gostar de fazer no tele. É mais tipo leve. É mais tipo active, a experiência. E não há problema da estática do micro. Ah, por acaso podes checar, porque eu estou a usar os dados, se calhar tentar fazer estática. E o upload nem vai a meio, foda-se. Vou jogar amanhã. Okay, Dragon Oracle card for today. Deixa eu pôr mais alto. My bad, guys. A lot of air here. So we have the crystal yellow dragon. That means in order to get everything lightened up, to get everything going in smooth, you have to or you can express your individuality, uniqueness, and creativity in a very clear way. Alright? Without any hidden intentions, weird ass intentions, fears, or insecurities. Meti na astrologia?
What'd you say?
Meti na astrologia. Oh, it's not showing the chat. I'm not receiving your chat.
Really?
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe it will take a while.
I don't know.
Me neither. Alright guys, so let's do a quick astrological reading for today's energy before we jump into the tarot reading. So we have Sun in Taurus, 21 degrees, that comes to a number 3 energy, 2 plus 1, 3. So that means that we are creating a new awareness or we are completing a big awareness out of little awarenesses that we are accumulating over the time when it comes to paying attention, expressing or acting in fixed ways to have practicality, stability and responsibility in your real life. Then we have Mercury retrograde in 6 degrees Taurus. So that means that you should be, or you are already, or somebody around you is bringing more authority, attention, and pressure in general to you, or past moments where you were more fixed, stable, or stubborn in your own way of thinking, communicating, and analyzing. Venus in 5 degrees Cancer or Cardinal water, being more internal, more feminine, being more receptive and attached to new ways to relate and share your emotion and purpose when it comes to traveling to new spaces and moods in general, just moving through your internal realm, how you relate that with others and how you value your ability to do that or be aware of that. Then Mars 25 degrees Cardinal water, 25 degrees Cancer, that's a number 7 energy. So we are separating from old emotions and feelings and we are being inspired or already creating new emotions and feelings behind our passions, motivations, angers, frustrations, and deep desires. Then we have Jupiter in Aries, 29 degrees. Oh, Jupiter will be in Taurus real soon. I mean, it's already on the cusp. I'm sure we can already feel it. But this means that we are relating or looking to or learning how to relate in a more wise way about our personal, unique, and spiritual expansions, travels, and ways to obtain wisdom and knowledge in new, creative, real, personal ways. Saturn, 6 degrees Pisces, we are bringing or we want to bring more structure, more attention, and more authority to your mutable feelings and emotions that are a part of your reality, or you want to bring more structure and more limits and boundaries to your mutable feelings and connections. Then Uranus 19 degrees Taurus, we are looking to relate in a broader way or to a new space, changes that deal with fixating or feeling fixed because you might feel and not be, right? So feeling fixed or being fixed in your own way to be safe and secure in real financial or circumstantial ways. All the changes, all the uniqueness and newness in that area, you want to relate more or into new spaces. Then Neptune in Pisces, 27 degrees, it will be in Aries soon. So you better prepare to have some unique individual dreams. But right now, we are getting more wise. We are elevating our awareness when it comes to big, broader dreams, illusions, imaginations, and illusions, or grandiose illusions. Then Pluto still retrograde and 0 degrees. Wait, still no, right? Pluto went retrograde a few moments ago because it was traveling into Aquarius, never made 1 degree Aquarius, and it entered retrograde again, right?
So natural.
No, it's not still, because otherwise it will never be
In Aquarius.
close to Aquarius, right?
It started to go retrograde.
Mm-hmm. So that means that you are dealing with past moments or past mindsets when you were forced to change your life or to transform your life because the world or you created new ways to have security and stability, and now you are looking to be more fixed, unique, light, and detached when it comes to communicate, think, and analyze those processes. Okay? And this is the energies of today. Now let's go for Venus in Cancer, see how all of that is aligning with the other alignments. So we have Venus in Cancer sextiling the Sun in Taurus, an opportunity to see fixed and realistic circumstances where you can relate your new feelings and emotions. Venus in Cancer sextiling Mercury in Taurus retrograde, an opportunity, right, to relate new emotions and feelings in old moments or old relationships that are fixed, structured, consistent, or stubborn in reality and maintaining a situation. Venus in Cancer conjuncting Mars, being super relatable, super open, or super insecure about your passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations, and the new feelings and new purposes around that. Because that's what Mars in Cancer means. Not only new passions and new motivations, but also, or why you have those new passions is because you have new feelings, a new purpose, a new connection, a new relationship perhaps. Or not a new relationship, but a new way to go about that. Because you feel new ways, right? Then, Venus in Cancer, squaring Jupiter in Aries, learning how to relate and compromise in more private, secure, and less impactful and less seen ways, or learning how to be more unique and learning how to learn how to experience for yourself when it comes to relationships and commitments, because many people they rely on their relationships and they cannot learn or experience or travel in sufficient ways in their own way, and they cannot create unique ways to obtain wisdom and knowledge. They always depending on something else. You know what I'm saying? Then Venus in Cancer or Cardinal water trining Saturn in Pisces, a gift to relate in a new, fresh, and spiritual way to your reality, to your structure, or about that. Also, on the negative side, a gift to compromise too quickly and too easy without knowing everything, without knowing the in and out, without knowing where left is and right is, okay? Or a gift to bring structure to your new relationships, commitments, and purposes behind all that. Venus in Cancer, sextiling Uranus in Taurus, a gift to create new relationships or new ways or new unique ways to have security and stability in a fixed and consistent way in your life. Venus in Cancer trining Jupiter in Pisces, the gift to relate in a new and fresh way about big, grand illusions and imaginations. And lastly, but not least, Venus in Cancer opposing slash square in conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn slash Aquarius, feeling opposed by a misunderstanding because the world is asking you to be more logic, more realistic, and more on time and on point with your purposes, feelings, and emotions behind your new relationships, ways to value and relate yourself, or just how you read, because Venus in Cancer is also creating new ways to react to your relationships. All right? And with that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead into the tarot reading for all signs. All right, guys? If you want to know specifically to you, because you might have an Aries sun, but you might know, or you want to know how Venus is in Cancer is affecting you specifically, ask for a reading, ask for a personal consultation, and I got you. All right? So, if you have the Sun in Aries, or the Moon, or your Rising, or your Mars, this reading is for you. Venus in Cancer, so you are learning how to relate in a more private, caring, and emotional way. All right? And we have 8 of Cups to you, so you might feel stuck, you might feel underwater and you can't breathe, but if you are a smart spirit, you know you're feeling weird, but you know it's for a good reason. You know you're creating a system, you know you're creating a cycle that will support you and your relationships without sacrificing your uniqueness and individuality, okay? Moving on, Taurus, if you have Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, Taurus Venus, or Sun sign Scorpio, because Taurus is ruled by the Earth, and your Earth sign is the opposition to your Sun sign. So if you have Sun in Scorpio, your Earth sign is Taurus, which is ruled by the Earth. So this reading is a little bit to you as well. And you are sextiling Venus in Cancer. So you have an opportunity to open up in more private, emotional, and spiritual environments or relationships. Oh, not some, a lot of scatteredness. Okay, Tauruses, be careful, because you, Taurus, you can accumulate very much, but you're still ruled by Venus, so in the back of your mind, you always... Sim.
Talvez é isso.
But now it's good, now we're back. We are live. We are live. All right. Moving on to Gemini. If you have Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, or Gemini Mercury, this reading is for you, and you are you are fatal attracting. You are fatal attracting Venus in Cancer. So you might think you're already being emotional, you might think you're already creating new purposes and feelings, but you are not. Or others might feel and react to you like, oh, you're so dry, you're so cold, you're not emotionally present enough, and you actually are. It's that fatal attraction. It's really easy for you to think you are Cancer and you're not being, or you're actually being more Cancer-like, but people still see you as cold and detached. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be like, is this relationship worth it? Yes, force it. Is this relationship worth it? No, don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Não tem tantos pelos no braço. Tem.
I put everything on max.
So heavens, I like that. Oh, Geminis, if you're ready to learn, you have the ability to elevate and widen up your ability and your awareness in how to communicate, think, analyze, be sophisticated, and relate. Okay, but you gotta be ready to learn with that Jupiterian moon side. You have to expand on your relationships and on your own perception of your own feelings and emotions, and only then you'll be able to communicate about that in a more elevated and wiser way. All right, Geminis? Moving on to Leos. No, to Cancers. Oh, Cancers wanted to. You guys don't want to be talked about, but Venus is in your sign, guys. Either you're gonna be relating a lot, or people are gonna be relating about you or things that you are involved with. All right, so you have to prepare yourselves. Make some shields, make some dark magic so people don't see into your realm. No, that's black magic. Dark magic is manipulating others' emotions. Black magic, and some people confuse that. Some people be like, oh, I did black magic to that guy. Bro, black magic is just putting a veil on shit. It's just not allowing others to see shit. What the fuck you talking about? And so people be like, oh, I use dark magic. Bro, you manipulating yourself. Duh, you are in the same environment than that person. So if you do dark magic to them, you're basically doing dark magic to you. Now, red magic, it's different. You can make somebody else feeling excited or passionate. Orange magic, it's different. You can make people feel emotionally available or emotionally connective. Yellow magic is different. You can make everybody feel relaxed, happy, and entertained. Green magic is different. You can make everybody feel connected with a strong purpose. Blue magic is different. You can make people feel ready to communicate. No, you don't hear anybody saying, oh, I did blue magic on that guy. No, just those lame bitches saying, oh, I did black magic. But shut your fuck up. You don't know what you're saying. You practice some light magic, some rainbow magic. To help yourself. You know, you need to use some white magic, clear that shit. You don't know what you're doing. You're killing yourself. Slowly but surely. But hey, at the end of the day, everybody dies, so who cares, right? But it's not about that. It's about how you die. It's about how you die. And when you die, what you have on your heart and your mind, they will come together and create either the doorway or the next space where you go in. So hey, if you all happy because you're doing some black magic or whatever, guess where you're gonna go? Straight to that place. Straight to the fountain of that. And you can't say that I didn't told you, because I did right now. Alright? So if you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, this reading is for you. As like I said, you're gonna be ready to communicate, you're gonna be ready to value, you're gonna be ready to go out and enjoy yourself and have some pleasure, but others will be relating about you. Others want you to be, they want you to give them more pleasure. So you gotta make some shields and anti-crab shields, because they might try to drain you. They might just be using you as a crystal and gem to create a nice vibe, and they don't give a fuck about you. They let you fall all over the floor, get cracked and shit. They never charge you up. You're always charging them up. No. Call Saturn. Hey Saturn, we got an intruder here. Limit this. Kill this. Structure this. Dry this up, because it's too many water, too many parasites. You know, bring the salt. Bring the salt. It's too many leeches. Bring the fucking salt. You better believe it. You know, you Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius, we need the salt. We need to asphyxiate these guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a card for you. Cancers, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Jupiter's 6 of Pentacles. So you or somebody else around you wants to bring attention, power, control, and authority to your real circumstances, or to how you think or actually do and maintain routines, patterns, scheduling, and how you are able to sacrifice something in the present to have something better in the future, aka earth energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Oh, let me show more my pink shirt here. I was too closed off here. Oh, Cancer is okay. Opening up. Let me show my pink. Let me show my soft spot. You know what I'm saying? I think this says champion. You are the champion. And they're talking about Cancer and Chifik is a Cancer. Despacito. So let's go to Leos. If you have Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you, and you are fatal attracting Venus in Cancer, so you might think you're already relating in a more emotional and caring way, but you're not. And others might think that you are calling too much attention to you, that you want to be the star of the show, and you're actually caring for them. Yeah, I'm being the star of the show to bring some light to you because you're always in the dark, bitch. And you're like, oh, you just want all the attention to yourself, so I can give you a little bit because I care about you. You know what I'm saying? But also, sometimes Leos, because Leos reject more Aquarius than Aquarius reject Leos. So sometimes Leos need to learn how to communicate a bit better, or to be like, bro, hey, it's this. Hey, it's this. You know what I'm saying? But they, oh no, because then I lose the love, I lose the relatability, nobody likes me. It's not supposed for everybody to like you, Leos, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a card for you and see what to expect on this Venus in Cancer alignment, alright? Oh, there you go. Reversed Seven of Swords. So you are separating from old ways of thinking, communicating, and socializing, but that means that you can find new, better, more sufficient ways to think, communicate, and analyze. But either you or somebody in your surroundings are misusing, misjudging, or misunderstanding that process. And because you are going into a new mental space, people that were used to your old mental space might be scared, they might not understand you right now. But if they for you, they will be, hey, he's changing. Hey, I like that. They might feel weird, but they get a little bit of that rolling and be like, oh, actually, I like this new way of him expressing. Or, oh, this person now makes me think about these new interesting ways. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that you should focus your attention on, Leos. Let's move on. Crazy Virgos, the real crazy sign. No, it's not Pisces, it's you, Virgos. A normal astrology will say, oh, Pisces are so crazy, they're always crying in their room, this and so. You ever met a Virgo? You ever had a real conversation with a Virgo? Bro, they're so crazy, bro. Okay? Because like I usually, and let me be clear, why are the Virgos more crazy than the Pisces? Because the Pisces most times are lost in their own realm, while Virgos are lost in reality, job, being on time, what will others think about me, and as I say, it's always better to be lost in your own mind, to be lost in your own imagination, than to be lost in the world or into anybody's imagination. And guess where Virgos are be most lost in? The world. Somebody else's opinion. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I have a lot of air energy. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. Not for too long. Not for, fixed stellium, fixed moon. Got some internal shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Can't spend too much time thinking about others. I already did that too much. Not thinking about others, thinking for others. This head, do you see this? I can think for many people at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to anymore. No, you know, this big head, gonna use it for myself, you know what I'm saying? So, if you have Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, or Virgo Mercury, you are sextiling Venus in Cancer, so you have an opportunity to initiate new, creative, more emotional, more spiritual, and more meaningful relationships and conversations or scenarios. All right? And let's see what tarot card we got for you, baby. There you go. Oh, it's your goddamn self. It's Virgo. It's Hermit. So what does this mean? This means that before you open up, before you accept anything, before you let anybody in or you go into somebody else's bedroom, metaphysically speaking and realistically speaking, you have to like be very aware of yourself. If needed, you gotta detach, go into your cave, not literal. I mean, if you have a cave to go to, that's cool. I would like to have my own cave, to be honest. It's pretty chill. But I'm speaking metaphorically. Go to your own cave, be a recluse, get like those um, sages from some years ago where people go meet the sage at the cave. People have some trouble, they can't figure this out about their life. Go meet the sage in the mountains. You pass the pack of lions, you turn right, is right there. Meditating in the cave all day. You gotta be like that. Okay? Then you go in. Then you open up. Then you see what's going on. But first, go in. Improve yourself. Analyze yourself. Clean yourself. Be smart about yourself. Worry and stress about yourself. Then you be opening or be relating with these new portals and new emotions, new feelings. Day after, you be really real about yourself. And always remember, Virgos, that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. And then you go connect. Then you go love. Then you go this. Okay? Next, Libras. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, because it's exalted in Libra, or Venus, this reading is for you, and you are squaring Venus in Cancer, so you are learning how to relate, compromise, and enjoy in a more personal, safe, private, and meaningful way. And this might feel weird for you, Libras, because it's your ruler's planet, and now it's on another side, on another sign, more private, more sensitive. But because you already deal with that Taurus energy, that Moon energy, right? Moon exalted in Taurus, Moon rules Cancer. You already got a bit of experience playing in that field. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you like it, no. I live on the Eucalyptus Lane there.
What did you say? Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called.
Yeah, não.
That's how it's called.
É isso que eu estava a dizer. Depois há aqui o eucaliptos ao lado.
That is funny.
Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Very pretty.
No, that's me.
I know.
Fazer a pizza.
Okay, we got the card for Libras, Prince of Swords, mutable air. So you are going through developing, or you already developed, and now you're testing this out, a new external way to share or show your new mind and your new way to communicate in a more sophisticated and realistic way, because you are experiencing new purposes either from you or your relationships. Moving on to Scorpios. So if you have the Sun, the Moon, your rising, Pluto, Mars, or Uranus, because it's exalted in Scorpio, this reading is for you, and you are trining Venus in Cancer, so you have an opportunity to initiate, not an opportunity, a gift to initiate, renovate, bring some life back, and put things moving on your own fixed emotions, feelings, desires, and relationships. You have the Queen of Swords. So you have great support when it comes to relationships, thinking, communicating, and socializing coming for you. But you gotta be sure you are receiving this, because you can receive many things right now because Venus training you. So you gotta make sure you are receiving the right support. All right? Moving on to Sagittarius. If you have the Sun, the Moon, your rising, or Jupiter in Sagittarius, this reading is for you, and you are in conjunction Venus in Capricorn, in Cancer, so you might be misunderstanding yours and others' new emotions, new feelings, and new purposes behind their relationships, their pleasures, and general way of relating. And the card for you is reversed Eight of Swords, so you might feel stuck spiritually and in your imagination, or you have a system and a cycle, a routine that supports you spiritually and in your imaginations, but either you or your relationships are misunderstanding, misusing, or misjudging this process, this cycle, or this loop, loopity loop. Because if you take the number 8 and you turn it around, it's an infinite symbol. Moving on to Capricorns, and you guys are opposing this, so others in your relationships by default, they can feel like you are too dry, you are too realistic, you are too I'm thinking in Portuguese, the words are actually very close. Exigente. You ask for too much. You ask for too many details. Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? And you might feel like your relationships are too emotional, too open, too moody, too sensitive, and you have no space to move around. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the sun, moon, rising, or Saturn, or Mars, because it's exalted in Capricorn, this reading is for you. We got a flip. So something unexpected can happen with yourself, with your reality, your finishing a cycle, your materialization, or your ability to be aware of everything around you might flip on you. You were expecting something, and you get something, you manifest, you materialize, you finish your cycle in a different place from what you were expecting. But that's not the car, that's just something along the way. All right? That's just a flip. Oh, let's go. Ooh, Scorpio, death, some transformation, being fixed on your own emotions, feelings, and desires. Some deep travels and deep feelings will come to you, either from yourself or from your relationships. Hold on, I got some air. Shit. Are we cool? Or what? We're cool. Let's go. If you have the sun, moon, rising, Saturn, Uranus, or Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, this reading is for you, and you are in conjuncting misunderstanding Venus in Cancer. So you might be misunderstanding new emotions, new feelings, new reasons and meanings behind others or yours, relationships, pleasures, and ways to value or values in general. Let's see what card we have for you. Two of Swords. So either you or people around you want to be more relatable, more open, a bit more simple, and more direct when thinking, communicating, and analyzing, but you might be misunderstanding this, or others might be misunderstanding you. So you have to select very well when, to whom, and what are you relating about, so you don't create or go deeper into any misunderstanding. And lastly but not least, beautiful and powerful Pisces. If you have the sun, the moon, the rising, your Jupiter, your Neptune, or your Venus, because Venus is exalted in Pisces, this reading is for you. And because Venus is exalted in Pisces and it's trining you because it's in Cancer, you can feel this way more than your Scorpios and even your Cancer cousins, okay? So you have the opportunity to create new meanings and reasons behind your illusions, dreams, and imaginations. So be careful, because you can really easily justify your illusions right now. You can also easily justify supporting yourself or somebody else that really deserves it on the good side of the energy, all right? Ooh, you got the tower. Mars. Okay, so whatever you were building is now over, it's now falling, or you have to, maybe you don't have to, maybe you want to change, or change the look, or change the feeling, the vibe of it, okay? Because many people associate this card with negative shit, but it's really not. Because if you think about it, the only thing constant in the universe is change, and the tower moment, it's like something that you build is now falling over, so you can build a new one, so you can build a taller one, a more pretty one, okay, Pisces? But also, I'm feeling like this can happen more often if you are too open, if you are too relatable, if you are too moody about whatever you're doing right now, especially your relationships and your values. Whatever you were building can fall. But if you are just right on point, it will not even perturb your construction. It will just bring a new feeling, bring a new wave, bring new people, or the people that were already into your relationships, they bring a new feeling. Because you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Neptune, or Venus, you, with your mutable water, can take that and assimilate with whatever you were already building. Alright, guys, and it's going to be everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Always remember that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self, and you always should only believe in two things: your goddamn self and all possibilities. Alright, guys, if you want more clarity, ask a reading or personal consultation with me, go watch the videos on my YouTube channel, check the Linktree description down below to catch my gaming channels, and go to my Patreon. Really cool content there. Me and Daria creating our own sovereign land. It's awesome and it feels awesome. Until the next time, as a Daria Cloud Surfer, surfing out, enjoy yourself and be aware of the skies and influences in there. See you soon.